The end times, also called end of days, last days, and final days, including doomsday, refers to eschatology in various religions and beliefs concerning the final events of history and the destiny of humanity. End-time sightings are being caught on camera now more than they have ever been caught, by photos and by videos, and are being shared on many online platforms. The videos and photos that you are about to see in this video today have been emailed in by various subscribers from around the world and capture many end-time sightings in the sky and in various places. This is end-time sightings caught on camera. A subscriber to the channel, Nene, who has seen our previous end-time sightings caught on camera, had some really interesting footage that she wanted to share with the channel of what she has seen in the sky. So I am going to share with you now this footage that she has shared, and it was on TikTok as well. Now, I don't know about you, but I can definitely see a lamb and Jesus in the sky in this photo, and it is absolutely beautiful because you can definitely see the outline of his head, his hair, his face, and even the lamb. Very beautiful footage that was caught by Nene. Thank you so much for sharing this with the channel. Here are some more photos that she has taken from the sky. Many things come out daily in regards to end time sightings, and I want to share with you this very important info that is definitely tied in with that. And that is that billions of snow crabs have just disappeared from Alaska waters, and this is definitely going to affect many things. Not only are people perplexed, but scientists are perplexed because they have just mysteriously disappeared. And snow crabs are by far the most abundant of all the burrowing sea crab species that is caught commercially. Now, last year's snow crab harvest was the smallest in more than 40 years. So this blow is definitely going to affect production of snow crab. Now, because of what has happened, the Alaska snow crab harvest has been canceled for the first time ever after billions of crabs have disappeared from what they say is the cold, treacherous waters from the sea. The Alaska Board of Fisheries and North Pacific Fishery Management Council have announced last week that the population of snow crab in the Bering Sea fell below the regulatory threshold. The snow crab population shrank from around 8 billion in 2018 to 1 billion in 2021, according to a researcher from the Alaska Department of Fish and Game. It will be really interesting to see what happens within the next few weeks and upcoming months, and if this is going to affect, of course, plenty other countries in the world. On previous end time sightings caught on camera videos, I have shared with you footage that was caught of locust plagues, not only here in the US, but also in Europe. And this upcoming footage was caught again here in Las Vegas. Now, 2 years ago, we had something very similar occur in front of many hotels, and it was out of control. Well, it has been seen again and they have returned. So this footage you're about to see is what one person has caught on camera of the locusts, and they are very large in size and in a particular area. So let me know about what you think of this footage you are about to see that was caught on camera. 2022 has definitely been a year of many devastations throughout the world in storms and etc. I now want to share with you some footage of many of the things that are happening that you may have not known about. So take a look at this footage that was caught and shared here on the channel. A subscriber to the channel, Jenny, who loves watching end time sightings caught on camera, had some really interesting footage that she wanted to share with the channel, and she did capture it in November of 2021. This footage, though, that she captured definitely freaked her out a bit, and you will see why, because the footage that she captured was of a dragon in the sky, and it wasn't your typical dragon that you would see like at an exhibit or at a museum. It was definitely something that she saw in the sky, and I know that you will definitely see it as well. Take a look at this. Comment down below and let others know if you saw it as well. Many of you may have not known this, but a reenactment of the water liberation of the Third Temple was carried out on Tuesday in Israel. A full-dress reenactment of the water liberation was performed in the temple and was held in Jerusalem, with several hundred participants led by Kohanim in a priestly garb and accompanied by Levites playing musical instruments. The event began at Shahar Hashpat, the Dung Gate, in Jerusalem's Old City, where participants joined the priests in biblically mandated vestments and the Levites with musical instruments, also wearing special vestments. The musically gifted Levites led the ceremony. Joyous instruments were being played, like drums, violin, guitar, and clarinet, winding down ancient walkways into the valley below the Temple Mount. The crowd sang and danced as they passed from the archaeological remains of the ancient city of David through an Arab village. The event was overseen by Rabbi Israel Ariel, the founder of the Temple Institute, and many other rabbis were involved as well. The head of the parade was the gold vessel, the water jug. At the Shiloach pool, the jug was filled. The procession climbed back up to the top of the mountain. A model altar and its utensils had been set up in an open area adjacent to the western wall. The altar was decorated with large leafy willow branches, as was done in the temple. The ceremony culminated in priestly blessings, after which the once in 7 years Hakhel ceremony was held. Though not explicitly mandated in the Torah, the water liberation is a part of the oral tradition passed down from Moses. Sukkot is a joyous holiday, and water liberation was the focal point of this joy. In the temple, the ceremony would take 15 hours, with accompanying celebrations lasting all night, until the temple service began again the next morning. Nations came from around the world to take part in the Sukkot celebrations, making it international worship of God. In temple times, a liberation of the water was made together with the pouring out of the wine at the morning service on the last 6 days of the week-long Sukkot holiday. This is indeed another sign that we are living in the end times, and this event definitely is an example of that. This past week, there were a series of earthquakes that battled beneath Hawaii's largest volcano, leaving geologists to an issue and a warning that it is in a state of heightened unrest. A magnitude of 5.0 earthquake was the strongest ripple to tear across the underbelly of the formation, which is situated on the center of the state's big island of Hawaii. The news of the increased seismic activity last week prompted the National Park Service to close access to the summit to climbers and tourists, a move that the agency said was a precautionary measure. Though the volcano hasn't erupted since 1984, the past few weeks of increased underground quakes has risen to local concerns that the volcano might be due for a spillover. Warnings began to be issued partway through September when geologists began to record an uptick in the number of earthquakes, trembling below its surface. For a typical day in mid-September, the site was experiencing approximately 20 quakes a day, but that number shifted up to 40 by the end of October. There is a meeting set to take place on Saturday, October 22nd, where officials from the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory and Hawaii County Civil Defense will participate in this public meeting to give more information on the status of the volcano. The HVO currently has a yellow advisory in place for the volcano. When an eruption is imminent or underway, it would then shift to red. Areas on the opposing side of the island include a resort center are more vulnerable and could see lava at their front door in mere hours after the start of an eruption. Locals can check for updates from the HVO and Hawaii County Civil Defense to stay safe. A subscriber to the channel